lady, help me! The castle is under attack!
Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. See, we have Betrayal here.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt? They never got through the door, thanks to you. A scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Howe's men. Why would they attack us? You don't think Howe's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed. We must find him. And trust his mercy. What if the soldiers went into your brother's room first? Let's check on them quickly. Then we'll look for Bryce downstairs. No! My little Oren! What manner of fiend slaughters innocents? How is not even taking hostages? He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go, I don't want to see this.
It's a brutal world, this Dragon Age. Doesn't matter what I pick on him, because I'm never going to use him.
Thanks here, darling.
What
are in that trunk?
It's a belt from completing the DLC.
Shall be. It is begun. Have you no concern for your own existence? The task is finished.
Dear Landra. I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me. If she hadn't been here.
Finished.
Can you hear the fighting? Howe's men must be everywhere. The front gates. That's where your father must be. I have my treasury key. We could go there first and take the Cousland sword from the vault. If anything is worth fighting to keep out of Howe's hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path. If Howe's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me? Then let us be swift.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here! Yes, my lady! Here they come!
We must not exhaust our supplies. Come and face me.
Ball blast you! Leave for this. Ball blast you!
Now we can back.
I'll cut you down! I need to have a word with you. She Daisy. Ball blast you! We'll see when to bleed.
I am done. More enemies ahead! Very well.
Combat looting feels like trash in a WoW raid.
Most excellent!
You will be avenged, old sage. I swear it.
We did it!
The task is finished.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Cousland family blade lies inside. Use that key I gave you. That blade cannot fall into Howe's hands.
Finished. More enemies ahead!
Ball blast you! You want to end your death in a cell? Pick it up.
It shall be done.
I pray that Mother Malal has escaped.
More enemies ahead! It shall be done.
That's not going to work.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they slaughtered the Chantry priest. They're not willing to go that far.
More enemies ahead! Very well.
Run you through!
Come and face me! We must not exhaust our supplies.
That one almost made it into my boot. Oh, blast you! And stay away. Go, man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lady, you're both alive. I was certain Howe's men had gotten through.
They killed Oriana and Oren. I can't believe. Are you injured?
Don't worry about me, ladyship. Thank the Maker you two are unharmed. When I realised what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Howe's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly. When I last saw the Turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Maker watch over you.
Maker, watch over us all.
The kitchen.
Oh, blast you!
I shall do it.
Oh, blast you!
Run!
Run! Run!
More enemies ahead! Is begun.
Die!
We'll see when
I shall do it. It shall be done.
try it. Wait for this.
That's one thing they shouldn't have taken out of 2 and 3 is the brutal finishers every once in a while.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Ah!
I shall do it. Is begun.
Stop!
I shall do it. Blast!
You'll bleed for this. We'll see when bleeding.
And we gotta do a hard save here. Kind of the OCD in me has me make hard saves like for key moments in the story. And this is one of them.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding!
Al's men found me first. Almost did me in right there. I won't survive the standing, I think. Ah, my darling girl. If only Will could make it so.
Once Howe's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go!
Someone must reach Burgess. Tell him what has happened.
Bryce, no. The servants' passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Howe's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My daughter helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised. I fear your thanks are premature. I doubt I have saved him.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, I beg you, take my wife and daughter to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
You fought your way to me through Howe's men. I think the Maker's intention is clear. I will take the Tyrna and your daughter to Ostegar, to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then your daughter joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Howe. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
We have to say yes, but
We will inform the king, and he will punish Howe. I am sorry, but a Grey Warden's duties take precedence even over vengeance.
Howe thinks he'll use the chaos to advance himself. Make him wrong, bub. See that justice is done. Our family always does our duty first. The Darkspawn must be defeated. You must go. For your own sake and for Ferelden's.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our daughter will not die of Howe's treachery. She will live and make her mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you. Then live, darling. Become a Grey Warden and do what is right.
I'm just so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
and there we have the human noble origin. I think the only one more depressing is the city elf one. That one's a... The city elf one is your wedding day, and you have to deal with a
We will be traveling
sadistic
south through the hinterlands to the ruin of
Lord.
Ostegar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostegar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cousland, I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
He's a pretty pompous king. Arrogant. Glory-seeking.
Your brother has already arrived with High Ever's men, but we are still awaiting your father. Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken High Ever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word. No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds. Of that, I have no doubt. You will see him again once the battle is over, I am certain. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Yep, those are the kind of rulers in history that get themselves
What
killed.
the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
It's kind of like the Roman consuls that fought Hannibal and lost at Cannae, where they lost 80,000 men in a day.
Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining, in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon. No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive. The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Very well.
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
Graphically, the game isn't all that impressive, but this area, Ostegar, is a pretty neat architectural area. Just looking down, it's pretty high up for a bridge. And I think we'll end it on that note and come back with our Ostegar exploration.